this E3 season has been a bit quiet compared to the past few years, I think things are starting to definitely heat up. We've been covering a lot of E3 related stuff on this channel, from E3 related rumors to E3 related leaks. Make sure you guys take a look at the past few videos on the channel, because we've been talking about a lot of stuff. Potential games, potential hardware information, just a very exciting time of the year. I absolutely love E3, and I think every content creator loves E3, because you get to talk about video games over and over and over again and make a million different videos talking about video games. Well, recently, some new information just popped up in GameStop's system that shows a whole bunch of new Nintendo Switch related SKUs added to the system. There's a whole bunch of information that I want to talk about with these SKUs though, because I think there's some very telling stuff in here, from price points to release dates and a whole bunch of different stuff. So how many SKUs were added to GameStop's system, and why do I find these so interesting, and what do I think these games could potentially be? That's what we're going to talk about in this video. So sit back, relax, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and let's talk about all the new games added into GameStop's database.
Hey, RGT85. Hey, Sean.
Oh my God, it's Stevie Richards! So if this is your first E3 really following everything that has been going on, I want to get this out of the way. This is a very common occurrence. Whenever E3 season heats up, a lot of gaming retailers start to get information about these games. You might remember the infamous Walmart of Canada leak from last year. Walmart of Canada pretty much talked about a huge bunch of different games that were coming out on various platforms. Games like Rage 2, which was something that nobody thought was coming, and it even forced Bethesda to talk about Rage 2 before E3 2018. So where there's smoke, there's fire with these things. These companies, of course, have first-hand information from companies directly themselves about new products that are going to be coming out, new products that are going to be unveiled, because these companies want to get pre-orders on these products. They want to get hype on this product, and they want people to buzz about this product. Well, a Twitter user named new_wabi-sabi has posted some information that I find very, very interesting regarding the Nintendo Switch. Now, we've been talking about some different Nintendo Switch related stuff on the channel, but really it's kind of been quiet. There haven't been many direct Nintendo related rumors coming out. We've heard about third-party companies stealth announcing games and some things that have been leaked, but really from Nintendo themselves, a lot of people are anticipating this to be a pretty standard E3 affair, just talking about the games we already know about. But according to Wabi-Sabi, that's not going to be the case. Now, we've covered Wabi-Sabi related things before on this channel. They have a great track record, so I'm fully confident in speaking about this. Well, they were sent some information from a GameStop employee about some new SKUs popping up in GameStop's system in preparation for E3 2019. There have been 21 new SKUs added for the Nintendo Switch. Yes, folks, 21. And I know what you're saying to yourself. Well, we know about a lot of Nintendo Switch games that don't have release dates, so it would make sense that new SKUs would be added into the system to compensate for this. We don't know when Animal Crossing is coming out. We don't know when Luigi's Mansion is coming out for the Nintendo Switch, but that would be incorrect. If you walk into a GameStop right now and say, I got 5 on it for Luigi's Mansion 3, they're gonna gladly accept your money, because that is already in their database. Anything that you go onto GameStop's website, Pokemon Sword and Shield, Animal Crossing, Luigi's Mansion 3, these are available for pre-order already. They just have the standard December 31st, 2019 release date, because there is no confirmed release date, but you can still pre-order these games. So these 21 SKUs are actually all new SKUs, all new games that we don't know about. Now, of course, some of these are going to be third-party games as well. There's been lots of rumors about different things going on with third-party companies. Of course, the two latest rumors that we've talked about on the channel is, of course, the Witcher 3 rumor and the new Darksiders game. I fully expect both of these games to probably be at E3. The Darksiders game is definitely going to be there. Witcher 3, I don't know, it's a bit of a sketchier subject, but I really feel like we've been hearing about Witcher 3 potentially coming to the Nintendo Switch for so long now that I think that where there's smoke, there's fire. I know I say that all the time. That's probably one of my new sayings, but it's definitely true, especially in the video game world. Now, most of these SKUs have, of course, the standard December 31st, 2019 release date, which is just a simple placeholder date. I can't tell you how many people sent me information about Metroid Prime 4 coming out December 31st, 2018 last year, and I was just like, no, it's not. It's just a placeholder date. I've worked in the retail industry before. I know how these things work, but there definitely are a few things that I find very interesting, especially when it comes to price points. Now, there is one SKU that has a release date of October 18th, 2019 for the Nintendo Switch, and that is a $40 game. So I'm fully expecting this to be some sort of compilation. Could it potentially be the Spyro Remastered trilogy that we've heard a lot about coming to the Nintendo Switch. This, of course, is something that Jordan Fringe has covered a lot over on his channel. He used to be the Spyro guy. Now he's the Grilled Cheese Gamer. Shout out to the Grilled Cheese Gamer. But Jordan, of course, was very adamant that Spyro was going to be coming to the Nintendo Switch. So much, in fact, that, of course, we reported it on this channel. And really, that makes sense to me when you look at how well the Crash Bandicoot trilogy did, and, of course, Crash Tag Team Racing, which I expect will do very, very well on the Nintendo Switch when it releases next month. I think that this is going to be another game that we are going to see announced for the Nintendo Switch. And the $40 price point definitely leads me to believe that. This is going to be a budget SKU, more than likely a compilation of some sort, and the fact that it has a concrete release date is very interesting to me. Now, going down the list, we also see a game that is $89.99. Now, that's more than likely going to be a collector's edition for some sort of game, but what's interesting to me about this is you don't see many physical collector's editions for these third-party games. I'm going to assume that this is more than likely a third-party game coming to us on the Nintendo Switch at the $90 price point. Nintendo usually doesn't do big collector's editions of things like this. Once in a while they do, but they're usually very limited run, so it could be a Nintendo related thing, but this is obviously going to be a collector's edition of some sort, of some kind. But what's very, very interesting is there's a lot of $59.99 SKUs, but then you go down to the bottom and there's a $200 SKU. $200? $200 for a game? And according to Wabi Sabi, these are all game listings. None of this is hardware related stuff. It is all just based on games. But a $200 game, that has to be like a super collector's edition. Once again, a lot of third-party companies do these $200 limited edition bundles. You see it with games like the upcoming Call of Duty game that I think looks kind of nice, honestly. I'm kind of glad they're going back to the roots of Modern Warfare. None of this stupid parkour and crap like that. I didn't make a video on it because I'm not the biggest Call of Duty fan, but I definitely like what I saw from that game. So the fact that they're doing a $200 collector's edition something on the Nintendo Switch, this definitely is a third-party game. There is no way in hell Nintendo is doing a first-party compilation of something that would cost $200. And the fact that, like I said, all of this stuff is software related and not hardware related, it's got to be something big. It has to be a massive third-party game to where this third party is comfortable enough to say, hey, we're going to do this premium edition on the Nintendo Switch. Like I said, things like the Mortal Kombat 11 that came out, there was not a specific Nintendo Switch premium version of the game. There was a digital premium version of the game, but nothing physically. Now, as far as what I think these games are going to be, I honestly feel like a lot of these games are going to be third-party games. You, of course, have this rumor that the Secret of Mana collection is finally being translated and is finally coming to the Nintendo Switch in the West. There was a classification for the game released in Europe that it looks like this game is going to be coming to Europe, so more than likely Square Enix will be showing off this game available for the Nintendo Switch. And honestly, I don't care how much this is. If this is a $60 game, then so be it. I would rather it be $40, of course, because I'm cheap, but if this is a $60 game, so be it. I'm definitely on board with this. But honestly, this sort of feeds into my narrative that you're going to be seeing a lot of third-party games, because I honestly feel like Nintendo themselves doesn't have all that much new stuff to show off. You have to focus on your big games that are still coming out in 2019, and there's so many games that have question marks. Games like Bayonetta 3, games like Metroid Prime 4, games like Animal Crossing, games like Luigi's Mansion 3. These need to be the focus of Nintendo's presentation. Sure, one or two of these listings is more than likely a new Nintendo game that we're going to be seeing come out in either 2019 or 2020, but realistically speaking, all of these games, I feel, at least a vast majority of them, are more than likely third-party games, which I think is absolutely great. So I'm definitely very interested to see what ends up happening with this list. Like I said, we've seen leaks like this before. Every year this happens with GameStop's inventory system. They actually added in a bunch of new PS4 and Xbox One related games as well, and those are two interesting companies because obviously Sony's not even going to be there, so I think a lot of third-party companies will be talking about upcoming PS4 projects. And for the Xbox One, there's so much mystery around the Xbox One. Like, are they going to be showing games for the Xbox One, or are these games going to be for the successor of the Xbox One, the Xbox One 2 as I like to call it? Are they going to show off new hardware? Now, there have not been any new hardware SKUs, but I almost kind of think that maybe that $200 thing could end up being a Switch Mini. I know. So many people think that the Switch Mini isn't a reality, that Nintendo isn't going to be doing a revision anytime soon, but $200, that's kind of the price point a lot of people are looking forward to. But like I said, according to Wabi Sabi, these are all game listings. So I'm going with that notion, at least, just saying that this is a premium edition of some sort of third-party game that is definitely very interesting to me. So that's all the information that we have here. I just sort of wanted to bring this to your guys' attention that we're going to be seeing a lot of new Nintendo Nintendo Switch games at E3 evidently. Some of them are going to be budget priced and some of them are going to be collector's editions. So let me know in the comments section down below what you think of this list. Do you have any guesses as to what the $40 game is, the $90 game, and of course the big $200 game? And as always guys, thank you for checking out this video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. E3 season is right around the corner. I'm going to be working my ass off. I'm going to get like a whole bunch of packs of cigarettes and packs of water so I don't have to leave the house at any point in time during E3 so I can entertain you guys, because that's kind of what I do. And as always guys, I will catch you guys on the next video. Later.